Hey, Dawns ARKS! Welcome everyone to your weekly Phantasy Star Online 2 podcast recorded live on January 24th, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me is Xance. Go ahead and say hello.
I don't know if we can say weekly here.
Yeah,
week.
Well, it really wasn't our fault in the end here, though, because Sega kind of left us with almost nothing to talk about here. There was like an AC scratch, there was a casino boost, and then everything else would have been Clementine, and that would have been it for the show. It really was kind of a non-news week, whereby there was just nothing going on. It was really weird for Sega.
Yeah, that is true, but we're in the slower time period since we are pretty much almost completely caught up with JP.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Sega did say that there was going to be something, or at least on the more recent ARKS Hour, they said that there was supposed to be something coming the week of the 3rd, but we really don't know much about what actually being said there. It could be Chapter 6, it could be the release of the Crest weapons, we really don't know at this point here. But yeah, I agree with you. We are kind of starting to get into that period whereby we're going to be catching up to JP, and not just only that, but JP is slowing way down after this most recent announcement, to the point that we know when the next PSO2 Live or PSO2 Station Plus is coming. But there's they went through 3 holidays during this most recent one here, so it's gonna be slowing down there. So yeah, we're really getting into the thick of things here in terms of sort of the big wait for New Genesis now.
Yep, that's on its way, and there are people who have gotten invited to the first closed beta test.
Yep, and neither of us. Yeah, we did not get in. I did my best to get everything set up for that, but yeah, it's unfortunate. So any footage that we do happen to come across, if it's not from Sega, we're gonna have to grab it off of anybody that's streaming here. Yep,
and if possible, we could see if we could find someone who has access to the closed beta to be able to come onto the stream.
Possibly, yeah, and I might have one person in mind for that, but I gotta see if they're okay with it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's for once things start up, which is going to be happening very soon, actually. In terms of that closed beta, it's next weekend. So, hopefully we'll at least learn a bit more about how everything works in that world. I'm curious if anybody's just going to take off and just start swimming and see how far they can go. That's one thing that a lot of MMOs will do, is they'll just kill you if you go that far out, but who knows?
We'll see where the invisible barrier ends at.
Yeah.
But another thing I'm curious about is, since we're getting the clues, the 2 beta tests for JP, first one is just if you got invited, and the second one is for the people who got invited and those who haven't. So we will be able to access the second one. But I'm curious about, is there going to be a global closed beta test as well?
There's been no word about that, and I want to be clear, they have not actually said that everybody's getting into that second portion of the closed beta test. It's possible that they may still limit it somehow.
Yeah, but they did say that people who did not get in the first one will get into the second one.
Okay. Well, then I guess all we can do then is hope that that there is no limit on that then.
I hope so, but we'll see. There was technically no limit when it came to the North American beta test.
Correct.
PSO2 happened, and it showed. It really showed, because they did not expect the volume of people to play.
Well, keep in mind, all they really had to do was just stress test the servers, and boy, did we stress test them.
Oh yeah. But I think that it would be smart for Sega to do a global one as well, because if they don't, it's going to end up in a pretty bad situation of day one, nobody can play.
I would agree with you there, and plus it's a major change in what they're doing. They have to do something to at least appease the the player base, but more than likely we're going to get that closer to launch compared to the Japanese side, because really all that we would need to do is just stress test the servers and make sure that whatever conversion they did over from the JP servers to the Azure servers works correctly.
Hopefully. Because aren't the JP side going to be switching over to the Azure servers then?
I don't remember if... Here's the thing. I remember hearing something like that, but I don't know if that means we're getting global servers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like everything is combined together.
Yeah.
It might happen still. I don't know. But when it comes to the economy of the two different servers, they are completely different.
Oh, yeah. Over there, you've got costumes that cost multiple millions to even be able to... well, actually, hundreds of millions to be able to purchase them. It's crazy over with their economy, and keep in mind, they had 8 years to build things up compared to the global version.
You can still get costumes for like a million, I believe, but yeah, it's still way too much Meseta in order to get anything.
Yep. But can you believe that they're going to be charging for getting the updated normal costumes for PSO2?
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about that? Okay.
I did not hear about that.
That's one of the things we'll be talking about here today, then.
Oh boy.
But as you might expect, though, they have movable fingers, at least on those.
Okay. Yep. So just the updated PSO2 costumes will have the movable fingers, pretty much.
Correct. But it's basically the default costumes that we're talking about here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and kick things off here with the global side of things here today, where we got a few things we... Say again?
We got a lot, and these are all the good stuff I was hoping for.
Yep. Starting off first with a little bit of a casino boost that was going on, and as of right now, there is a casino pass distribution going on right now between the 20th and the 25th. If you log in each day, you get 2 casino coin passes, and if you log in for 3 total days, then you get 5 casino coin passes on that 3rd day as well. So, just your typical casino coin passes, and then last week they also released the Idola Chronicles AC Scratch, so let's go ahead and take a look at that here.
Yeah, this is more confirmation that we're not getting that connection between Idola and PSO2 and Global.
Yep, and what is going on here?
Yeah, it is kind of a shame, and I don't know, YouTube's freaking out a bit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to skip this one because it's not even loading here. We'll just go straight into the outfit.
If you reload the website, it'll work.
Yeah, maybe. Let me give it a try.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the PSO2 site.
Maybe.
There we go. Now it's working.
But yeah, it's like I don't know why they didn't work with the company that did the global version of Idola in order to have that connection.
Boltrend. Yeah, it's a really weird thing, and it may have something to do with the trade distribution rights or laws between Japan and China and globally as well. So that may be in play here.
Maybe.
But yeah, Uli and Stella, those are your 2 main characters from the game. Jasper is one of the stronger characters in the game if you manage to luck into him from the Gacha.
Yep, Gacha, fun. But yeah, speaking of Gacha, like we didn't talk about our gaming weeks at all, obviously, because we got a lot to talk about today. But I finally got a job, so I'm probably going to do the actually do the AC Scratch stuff now.
Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure if getting a job counted as gaming week.
Well, yeah, it's because I haven't been able to play that much because I've been busy with my job.
Yep. But yeah, congrats on getting the job, so you're able to at least start to afford things.
Yeah. I did a few of the Valentine's scratch, and one of the things I got was worth 7 million, I think.
Nice. Yeah, the of course there's the AC scratch trade-in that's going on right now, which we'll get to shortly here, which is kind of nice if you have some extra stuff around. Yeah, Stella Heresy. That's an outfit that Stella wears when you go to her Chaos Fate.
Oh, that character. I remember having that character when I played Idola.
Okay.
She's one of the rogues.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, rogues suck.
Yeah, they kind of do. Assassins, I think they're actually called.
They're assassins, yeah.
These are two pretty nice camos there. Or one camo, but for 2 weapons there.
And the Stella weapon.
Yep. And you got some Idola Matoi poses. Which, if you haven't played Story yet, go ahead and play Story. And
but
you got Jenna
is my 2D, like, random 2D lobby, though? Like, just the 2D image of the characters. Oh, there it is!
Yep. Yeah, they always face you.
Yep.
And there's our fourth wall breaking Popona there.
Yep. So, yeah, that emote is just... It faces you the entire... no matter where you look at it, it will always face you.
Yep. Think about Homer running around Marge Simpson when he was at the top of the pyramid and on his little trip there.
Yeah, but that's 45 times that you need to scratch in order to get that. I would have much rather just had the connection thing.
To be able to just to be able to accumulate points in the game and everything.
Yeah. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a real shame that didn't come to pass here. We did also get in there the Idola Jenna, which is Jenna is a character from PSO2S, which we also never got for Global.
Yeah.
But you got some nice costumes that came out of this here. The mega set for the cast is, I don't know, I guess maybe if you like having the cloaks on the side, it kind of works, but beyond that, I'm not really feeling that one.
Yeah, it's pretty okay.
And then you've also got a whole bunch of hairstyles here, a bunch of eyes and makeups. Stella manga blush. Let's see here. And then there's the Stella Heresy tail. Yeah, so... And then heel treads, which is an interesting accessory there.
I like those ones when they're on cast. Trying to do that kind of stuff on anything other than a cast just looks odd.
Yeah, I agree. You also do have the Pi evolution device. And then your furnishings are just a bunch of Idola themed stuff. And to your point, the to do those 2D images, it's 45 scratches. And then you also get a music set at 20 scratches. And the Idola sticker box, A, B, and C, at 5, 10, and 15 scratches. Which is different from the boxes that were given out as furnishings that let you basically put your character inside them. So you can look like a character in Idola.
Which I believe I already got those. That was just completing missions, if I remember correctly.
Pretty much. Of course, we do also have some fun here as well, so...
Yeah, fun!
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was for last week.
Yeah. For last week, but it's technically still active this week. They go on a 2-week rotation.
This one ended on the 20th, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, if you scroll up there, you can see that. See, ends 120. So that was only a week.
So then this week's Fun Scratch only has 1 week's worth of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, I didn't notice that. Alright, anyway, we got, the, things like the Trick Umbrellas, Izalgal Horns, Photon Shield, that's kind of nice looking, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also had some other stuff from the prior week.
Yep.
Chili was your, sorry, again?
Which currently are no longer in the current Fun Scratch. So if we
Chili...
go to the next AC Scratch thing, then we'll see the new Fun Scratch then.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit here, but we do also need to talk about the fact that, of course, back on the 20th, there was the maintenance that loaded that got the new content in. So what we have new this week is episode 6, chapter 5 for the story. So that's going to take you to Omega. You have the limited time permanent quest, Death Destroyer of Worlds, aka Space. Yes.
Yeah. Or as I call it, Space Gatsu.
You've also got Divide Quest finally in the game.
Yes, and the Divide Quests are really fun, and it really showed how undergeared I actually was.
Yeah, we had a nice little chat about that when I was carrying you.
Yeah, you definitely were carrying me.
Let's see. You've got the Divide Metal Exchange Shop, the new Zig Shop items, and limited time AC Swap Shop. For the new event, it's we have Valentine's Day, including the lobby and everything. We'll get to that shortly. You have a new AC Scratch ticket collection, Sweet Romance. New Fresh Find Shop recommended items. New Urgent Quest schedule. New casino event schedule. And new campaigns, including Zero Meseta Cost Enhancement, Free Quest Trigger, Where the Chocolate Went, get highest rarity 15-star weapons, get highest rarity 13-star units, login rewards bonus keys, quest length boost, complete client orders, welcome back, and the free casino coin passes, which we talked about earlier. So let's go ahead and jump into that new AC Scratch from this week here, Sweet Romance.
And this is all just Valentine's themed stuff.
Which
makes me wonder, are we going to get the White Day stuff as well, even though White Day is not a thing in the US or globally?
We may not, and there was a hint dropped about that. If it's not in this video, then we're going to see it down further below. But yeah, the thing to note about this AC Scratch is prices have gone through the roof, and it's all because of that AC limited shop that opened up.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has... let me look at the stuff with the AC limited shop. I'm making a lot of money now because I'm able to do AC Scratch, which is great.
Yeah. There's a lot of, I guess, cloth-looking accents on these cash units here, or cast.
But I will say this: once that limited shop is gone, yeah, all the prices are going to drop hard.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, it's until February 3rd, and there's some pretty good stuff here. Specifically, the S augments.
Yep, and here we go. Actually, the fact that we have the Love and the Lovey Rappy, that's the hint that we might not get White Day, just because Lovey is from the White Day.
Yeah.
But you do also have your teacup emote here.
Oh, the teacups are great.
Yep. So there you go.
But yeah, some of these S-grade augments to get Like S6R, S7R, and S8R, they require 40 AC scratch items.
Yeah, I got the S8 for the Skydance.
Yeah, Skydance support is pretty big.
Yep. I mean, keep in mind, I have a collection of about 1,000 costumes, so it was like nothing for me to do this. It's just
I have so many costumes as well.
Yeah, finally making some bank on that stuff is really nice. Alright, so we got the Grizel's suits here for the males, and then for the female, you got the Melty Sweets. And as well as the Citra Martian for females, as well as base wear and I think as outerwear as well. Yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have a lot of. I'm actually looking at my outfit inventory. I still have so many that I still have star gems on. Whoops.
You should be equipping a new one every day there.
Yeah, probably. I just been forgetting about it.
Well, keep in mind, once you might need those once New Genesis comes around.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got a lot of hairstyles here. Heart and anime eyes. Looks like these are. Not sure what the G signifies. Might be green, but you're supposed to be able to change the color of your eyes as well.
What else we got here that's worth standing out?
Yeah.
Not much. Most of it is just the typical Valentine stuff. We got
you got the wimp tail here.
Isn't that an imp? Or supposed to be imp tail or something?
Maybe. So that might be a translation issue. Let's see. You got the lovely eye patch. I guess if we want to put a heart over your eye. Lovely hearts.
I like those hexa wings.
Those hexa wings are going to be... I'm sure you're going to have characters just covered by those when New Genesis comes out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the new point-based system for that.
Mm-hmm. I'm really interested to see how most things are going to look with that.
It's gonna be interesting, that's for certain.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the Love and Lovey Rappy Mag device, you've also got the Love Lipan and Lovey Mag devices as well. And the Strong Parfait Weapon Camo. And then, of course, you got the Teacup, Look Up Snow, Double Saber Pose, and Valentine's Day emotes. And for your bonus rewards, you get the Heart Earring Pink at 10. You get the Evolution Device Lover Chemi at 15. And then at 20, you get the Love Rappy Harmonizer. Here's the Evolution Device, so that looks like Arkamami to me.
Also, why? I'm just looking at random stuff from the shop. Why is Back Boost Aura worth so much?
I'm not sure. Also, at 45 scratches, you get the 660 Magic Pose 1.
Yeah. Yeah, this is this unit I'm looking at. It's just a regular 10-star unit, but it has Veteran's Resolve on it.
Veteran's Resolve. I'm trying to remember what that was. Wasn't that from getting captured during a time attack?
Maybe.
I haven't lucked into getting captured in time attacks, but then again, I haven't been going out of my way to go for that either.
Yeah, same.
This week, of course, we do also have a new fun scratch ticket here. Let's see. You do have your typical assortment of hairstyles, as well as looks like this week we've got floaty hearts as one of the accessories that you can get. And some more ogre masks, although these seem to be a bit more cartoon anime-ish.
Yeah, that is very cartoony.
Yeah. You can put a chicken on your head.
Perfect. Like, that's what I always wanted. Just running around beating up monsters while I have a chicken on my head.
There's also the Great Helm accessory.
Oh, but those LED sunglasses, that is good aesthetic.
Yeah. If you wanted to live out your 80s fantasy, I guess.
Oh, of course. Who wouldn't want to?
And actually, I am seeing some of the stuff from last week in here. So we do have the Trick Umbrella and the Izogal horns in here as well.
Yeah, of course, we were still going to have those last week stuff in.
Yep. And then you have the emotes 148 Chili and 31 Tremendous as emotes in this fun scratch. And as for your furnishings, looks like we got some kind of unique stuff in here. You got a Daybreak panel. You got a Highway Arrow sign.
Like, I'm seeing auxiliary and the auxiliary stuff, and also sweet sofa and the sweet stuff as well.
I mean, it makes sense. So I think that's the stuff that actually looks like food as furniture.
Yeah.
Although this is the B type. I think we only had the A type so far. I'll have to look into seeing if I can get one of these Rappy Crossing signs, though.
It shouldn't be that expensive. Fun Scratches items usually don't get that expensive unless they were, like, months ago.
Right. Yep. Moving on from there, we also have an Aces Scratch Ticket support item pack. So for this one, this is lasting until the 3rd. This is going to give you access to all the stuff that you need to make the most powerful weapons and items in the game with augments. Plus, it also has your elemental transitions as well. You also have mag devices as well here, food devices, support expansion kits. And then you also have some nice bonus rewards in here. At 10, you get a Magatsu bonus key silver. At 20, you get augment transfer, 3 of the augment transfer passes. At 30, this is the one you really want to be scratching for, the augment mark succession.
What is that?
So that basically lets you move one of the marks from another.
Mark type augment transfer success rate all plus 10. All right.
You also have a divine succession augment, as well as an exceed succession, which are things that you can get through the episode 6 content as it is currently as well.
Yep.
So
and it
really
does the same thing as the mark succession. It greatly increases transfer success rates for divine and for exceed.
Yep. So it lets you make some really powerful stuff. Although we will note once the crest weapons come out, that's going to kind of change things a little bit. They'll still be useful in putting things together, but you technically only need to put 3 slots together for that, because crest weapons have access to S1 to S5. So you'll be it's going to be a lot easier to put those together once the time comes.
Yep. And the crest weapons, yeah, they're going to be pretty strong.
Yep. You're just going to have to run an MPA a whole bunch, and hopefully we're going to see the triggers pop out quickly on that.
Hopefully. We already see there's the triggers for the Space Gatsu already. I actually got one.
Yeah, but I think those are a drop from the quest itself.
Yeah, they are.
I'm talking more in terms of like all the older content that we've seen that were MPAs, whereby you were just able to trade in rising weapon badges to get more of the triggers.
Oh yeah. Wait, you can still do that, right?
Yeah, you can still do that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for what the end boss is.
Oh yeah, true.
Because you need to run a bunch of those in order to put together your crash weapons. That plus a bunch of grand crystals and a whole bunch of other items that it's gonna take a little bit to do it. I'll put it that way.
Also, the I know one thing that we're still missing from JP is the next solo ultimate quest.
Which is not going to happen until after episode 6 ends.
Yeah, because I believe that's the final boss, right?
It's a reversion of the final boss, yes.
Yeah, like how Omega Masquerade was.
Yep. Moving on.
That with my newest weapons and also getting the better units here, I think I can probably go for that. And like go for more death and maybe get to 100. I'll try.
I'll put it this way: I play as a hunter on the Japanese side as well, and even with the units and weapon I've got, which is not crashed yet because I still haven't put that together because hey, global release. I can only just barely get past some of those stages before I run out of time.
Oh, you ran out of time. Oh.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes, and they're basically an HP sponge.
Oh, boy. But yeah, moving on here, we got the Regol pack back again.
Yep.
Okay, why did they remove it and then decide, oh, we're bringing it back?
Maybe for the PSO 20th anniversary? I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything new in here compared to what was in there previously.
Yeah, so it's the same thing from what I'm noticing. You can still get the same stuff with the Regol memories. Also, they added in the other stuff there, like the Dreamcast mask. I got that back. When did I get that? I'm trying to remember when that first was out.
I think we got those as like a reward for being in the closed beta test or something.
I think so.
But yeah, the only thing I can think of in terms of them taking it away and then bringing it back is maybe they wanted to give some sort of indication of a time crunch that it was running out of time to actually ever pick this thing up, and then hey, it's back. So I don't know.
I never liked that kind of business model. It's very deceptive.
Same here.
But yeah, it's $15 and you get 10 Regol memories, the ARKS badge, and then a 400%. Yeah, RDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Regol memories are nice. It's nice having those PSO fashion stuff, and the music is also great. One of the tracks is one of my favorites from that game. I'm trying to remember. It was the forest during the facility. Do you remember that?
I'm not sure exactly which one you're talking about, unfortunately.
In episode 2, it was the
Central Control Area?
Central Control Area, yeah. That's one of my favorite songs from PSO.
Gotcha. So, Lush Forest Load, I think, or something like that is what it was called. Alright, moving on, we also have a new Fresh Finds recommended items here. So we got the Dawnlight Regalia box. So that gives you an outfit for the females here. We've also got the Dawnlight armor set. And then the Fragrant Butterfly set. And then, of course, you got your regular assortment of triggers in here as well. but you can also just purchase those through badges as well.
Yeah.
Except for Where the Chocolate Went. That's the one that you can't get through badge purchases.
I actually like that they made the triggers purchasable through badges.
Yeah. It really helped us to catch up with the Japanese side. That's for certain.
And also to get those titles that require doing certain fights multiple times.
Yep. I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm. I still need to do the 2 light triggers solo ultra hard so I can get those charge skill caps increase. Even though I no longer I don't play on Bouncer that much anymore, I do still want to eventually level it fully and get it properly geared. So I will need those charge skills increases.
Gotcha.
I'm guessing you already got those, right?
Yeah, I've already got them, so I max out at 5 currently, and eventually we're gonna get one that maxes out to 6.
Yeah, but it requires you doing the ultra hard of light triggers, which, good luck.
Yeah.
You need to have decent gear, not only to be able to survive those fights, but you also need to be good.
Right. Now we do have a Valentine's themed event going on in game right now. That is for that gives us the Valentine's lobby. That's going to be sticking around until February 16th. We have the urgent quest running Where the Chocolate Went. That's also going to be sticking around until the 16th, unless you hang on to the triggers. For the augments that you can get from that, you got the S4 Escalating Pursuit. When you hit with a photon art or technique, the damage done within a 4-second window determines the amount of follow-up damage added to the next photon art or technique. Reaper Weak to Ice increases potency when attacking enemies weak to water. Note, the rarer a weapon is, the smaller the potency increase. You've also got Augment Guidance, which increases the probability of augments successfully affixing to equipment by 5%.
This really good one, the Exceed Energy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one to have. Gives you a whole bunch of attack, dex, as well as defenses, HP, and photon points. You've got the Slayer Draconian, increases potency when attacking Draconian enemies. Potency boost decreases it inversely to weapon rarity. You've got the Ex Acto Soul, which is more focused on melee characters. And you've got the Vol Soul, which is also focused for melee characters. And then you've also got some 15-star weapons here: the Lumingine Gunblade, the Fraulein Rose Double Saber, and the Ritter's Order 15-star Katana. And for the Fraulein Rose, you have the Dukiss Rose level 3 weapon potential. Increases potential by 13%. Use a mate item for instant recovery. Has cooldown when switching weapons and after use. So that basically gets rid of any delay in using a mate item, but there is a small cooldown on that. For Ritter's Order, you have Heroic Defense level 3. Increases potency by 11%, reduces damage taken, but also reduces photon points when you take damage. And then for the Lumigina, Miasmic Corruption level 3 increases potency by 10%, boosts the chance of inflicting status ailments by 100%. Status ailments inflicted depend on your weapon element. So if you want to be able to just always inflict status ailments, well, there you go.
Which class is really needs that? I'm trying to remember. I know Tector.
I would say Hunter, because they don't have a way to really do anything like that. I mean, you can put Gelin on, but that doesn't really count as a status ailment.
Yeah, I believe Tector really benefits for that, mostly.
Yeah, I would agree, especially with the boosts that you get for hitting enemies with certain techniques.
So yeah, you would switch over to that weapon to then put on the debuff, especially against Luther. You get that blind debuff. It opens up his weak point.
Yep. And then you've got the Super Vigorous Parfait, which increases damage for each enemy defeated for your pets. You've also got the Valentine's Day Chocolate 21, grants a plus 10 boost to all stats and a 50% increase to rare drop rate for 5 minutes.
And that, the Valentine's Day 21 thing, I think that shows that, yeah, we are pretty much caught up with JP almost.
I think so, yeah. There's some stuff that's still kind of up in the air here. Like, we don't know if this is going to be exactly the same Valentine's quest that the Japanese side is getting or not.
True.
We do have the also the Love-Struck Rappy and Emperor Rappy. So for them, they drop several souls here. They have the Rappy Soul, which gives Dexterity 30 and Photon Points 4. Not that good of one.
No.
Love Fever gives 10 melee, 5 Dex, and 2 Photon Points. Once again, not that good. And then you have MP Embrace, which gives you weapon enhancement experience plus 90. So if you're trying to grind something up, that can be useful.
Mm-hmm. And you got a few weapons, a Talus weapon camo. Okay. And the Love Emperor Rappy mag device.
Yep. Yeah, so for the Flow Razor weapon, that has Fighter Tactics level 3, when your subclass is Fighter, increases critical rate by 30% and critical potency by 14%. That has the potential to do some nice damage if you're a hunter-fighter, but only to a certain degree because you have to have the weapon equipped, and once you hit max level, then you're going to be using other stuff.
Yeah.
And then for the Tactio Frozen, really the Tactio series as it is here, comes with Nightfall Tactics level 3, reduces photon point consumption by 20% and boosts potency by 5% when using photon arts or techniques. We do also have Zia back once again. They're going to be sticking around until February 16th, and they are going to give out several rewards here, including a Love Elpis, the Feminine Mug, the Love Laughin', and the Evolution Device Cherish, which we can see here. There's also a Valentine's Bingo going on. That's going to be around until the 16th. You can get one thing here, which is the Space Cake, which is kind of interesting. It's a partisan weapon camo.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got the Felice Max mag device, which is basically one of the Maxwells, if you remember from episode 4 story. You got the Polar Bear evolution device, the Heavy-Hearted Thrusters weapon camo for Wired Lance. You can get yourself a Card Chain, Dire Wolf Twin Daggers, as well as Soaring Blades.
Yep.
Another bear, which is a Baronet, and the Angly Heart, or Angely Heart.
Yep, Angely Heart, and it's a rod weapon camo.
Yep.
That reminds me of a Madoka Magica.
Kinda, yeah. Let's see. We've also got episode 6, chapter 5 unlocked here. We've also got, once again, Death Destroyer of Worlds. Magatsu is back in action, and he's brought friends too. With the Sealing Circle no longer functional, he's more powerful than ever. If he's able to manifest, his destructive power will be unparalleled. Arks must not let this happen. You must complete the destruction of all enemy units within the allotted time of 30 minutes. You'll be allowed to form multiple parties, with a total operative head count of up to 8. Arks operatives who are level 8 in their chosen class or higher will need to complete a special client order to undertake the quest. Basically, just get yourself through Forest once.
Yep.
And then as for the rewards, looks like we've got a bunch of weapons centered around the Atoll, actually, here. the Flotilla Saber, the Flotilla Blade, and the Flotilla Wand. And then you've also...
Wasn't the Space Magatsu out in JP when Etoile came out?
I think so. It was right around that time.
Yeah.
You've also got some weapon camos here as well. You can also get a Noble Rod and Noble Leg Unit, as well as the Exquisite Bullseye Parfait. For the Flotilla series, Beam of the Morning Star level 3 increases potency by 12%, and Perfect Guard Photon Point LA recovery amount increases by 5 times. So that basically just gives you a bunch of photon points back if you happen to Perfect Guard.
Which with Etoile's playstyle, it is pretty much you need to Perfect Guard.
Yep. And then we have Divide Quest.
This is the most Divide Quest was really fun. When I tried that on JP with you that one day, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yep, I finally got that uploaded to YouTube just recently.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
the side quests are really fun. The way that it works is you have a path of 5 different things that you need to do until you get to the boss. You can go on either the point route or the life route. The life route will give you an additional life up to a cap of 20. But the points route is what you want because you get points. And these points are needed for, I believe, the weekly stuff for that.
Yep,
you get weekly rewards for getting more points.
And then there's also a total whereby the highest title you would need 100 million points in order to max that out.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm at about 3 million so far for this week. And 3 million is what you need to get the max title for the weekly points.
How do you check your points again?
I believe there's a way to do it in the menu, but the other way to check that is to just keep checking the title counter until you get it. Plus, there's also mails that are going to be sent by the Divide Quest NPC, whereby they'll basically give you a bunch of rewards as you progress each week.
Okay, I actually found it. Whenever you go to the Divide Quest, you click on an option and then you click on confirm Divide Quest info, and then you can see your weekly point rewards.
Okay. But yeah, inside Divide Quest, there are basically 4 types of quests that you can take on. It's randomly selected, and sometimes they double up on whether you're going for points or life. You have the eradication ops, whereby there are 100 enemies, and you need to eradicate them within the time limit. Enemies with special bombs will appear, and defeating them will cause a massive explosion, which will damage other enemies in the immediate area. And special bombs vary in elemental damage type, so consider how to utilize them best based on your party.
And that's the most fun thing, the bombs.
Yeah. Especially when you get like a series of them just going off one after another.
So you just kill one enemy and then you just dance while everything explodes around you.
Yeah. Then you have the resupply ops. 4 energy pods are located in the area, and it is your job to not only protect them from approaching enemies, but to also collect any loose energy crystals in the area. The energy gauge reflects the number of crystals you have collected, and at 75%, you will qualify for a S rank in the step. If you achieve 100%, the step will immediately complete regardless of remaining enemies. This one is the worst to do solo.
It is. You have to run around a lot and get in an S rank, especially on the higher steps. You're not going to.
Yeah, it's impossible. You really need a coordinated party to even do this one effectively.
Yeah.
Moving on, we also have the Covert Ops. To earn Divide points, you can either defeat enemies or collect energy crystals. Once you've achieved 7,500 Divide points, you'll earn an S rank for the step. You can earn more Divide points by defeating special enemies, then collecting crystals. They're going to show up as an enemy that has a blue pillar over its head.
Yep, and it'll also have like a mark that flashes a bit every now and then.
Mm-hmm. At 2,500 Divide point increments, a virtual device will appear in the area. This device can appear up to 20 times. Accessing and terminating the device will not affect your Divide point score. However, it will provide beneficial effects to operatives and increase the number of containers upon completion of the step. So, if you're trying to go for like lumen ammo fragments or things like that, or ammo fragments rather, then you definitely want to get as many of these virtual devices down as you can, because you have the potential to get up to 20 from those boxes. But you can also get some other nice things like Divide medals, ultimate boosters, and other things like that from those boxes as well.
And the Divide medals, you trade them in the Divide, like the metal shop, obviously. And I believe the only option are the limited time items from it, right?
Yeah, but the number that are available is a really high number, so it's going to take you a while to max that out each week, or each month rather. And then after a certain amount of time has passed, 3 minutes, corrosive rain will shower the area and cause damage as well as reduce the player's ability to heal. This damage increases over time to the point where at 4 minutes, operatives cannot heal at all. And then to escape, the party leader will need to access the extraction telepipe and confirm the escape option twice.
Yep. And while the teleport is activated, you do have some time where you can gather some more crystals.
Yeah, it's about 5 seconds, but it's enough that it might be able to push you over the edge if you're trying to get that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, we have the Suppression Ops. Areas with this theme have their own natural enemies and bosses. By defeating normal enemies, operatives will gain the effect PSE attack extra up, which is necessary to defeat the boss. At 75% damage rate from this effect, you'll achieve an S rank for the step. However, to gain access to better and more numerous drops, operatives are encouraged to defeat all the enemies. So yeah, by the end, you're probably going to take out somewhere between 8 to 10 enemies in order to have enough attack power to finish off the boss. And I found that these are actually the easiest to solo.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Suppression Ops is extremely easy, since, yeah, it is just one singular boss, and after a while you will get a boost. If you're by yourself, you'll get a pretty big boost.
Yep.
And you'll just wreck the boss then. And any enemies that show up, defeat them quickly because you get an additional massive boost towards defeating the boss.
Yep. Just watch out. Some of those bosses can be kind of unique, especially having to take on a level 100 Masquerade.
Yep. But Masquerade's not that hard, honestly.
Not anymore. In terms of rewards, you can get yourself the Lumen Crystal Grania, which is the thing you really need to be storing up right now in order to get crass weapons put together.
Mm-hmm.
You can also get the Lumen Fragment Ammo. And then there's also the modules here, the Exegol, the Varuna, and the Mitra. So that gives you an idea of who you're going to be seeing inside Divide quests.
Yeah. But the big stuff from it are the materials in order to get the special weapons for Divide Quest.
Yep.
And you need a lot.
Yep. You can get those from the Divide Metal Exchange Shop. I think you can get things like the Megalith Rod, the Vortex Gazelle, the Vortex Blade, and the Vortex Glass. For the Megalith series, has a weapon potential Supreme King Awakened, level 3, activated by a normal attack after 40 seconds of an enemy being in close proximity, increases potency by 11%, and restores photon points each second for 20 seconds. And then the Vortex series fires a bullet automatically at target every 7 seconds while the weapon is drawn. An additional bullet stream is fired with every 10 million damage dealt.
That's pretty interesting.
Yep. And then beginning February 3rd, the following items will drop from select areas in Divide Quest and be available. The Obliance Whoops, the Obliance Fursa, and the Obliance Walze. That's a sword launcher and talus. For that series, this is where we're gonna see it then, because I don't know. The Bond's Hatchet is supposed to be using this weapon potential, so I'm not sure here. Fighting Spirit level 3 increases potency by 16%, raises melee range and technique power by 600 while Shifta is in effect. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what happened to the Bond's Hatchet if they're not showing it here.
Because that's exactly what the Bond's Hatchet is.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Bond's Hatchet is basically an axe weapon, or it's a sword that looks like an axe, and it has some Native American accents on it. You also have the Zigshot updated here with the Purus series as well as the Steel series. Basically, all you need to really know here is that these weapons, they work for you if you're a class that never gets hit. If you take hits all the time, then you do not want to go for these. Simple as that.
Yep. So, yeah, Gunner, Fighter, and Hero are pretty big classes that do not want to get hit. So those would actually work really well.
Yep. Yep, if you take a hit, your potency goes down, but it recovers over time.
Yeah, and that's pretty much Hero in a nutshell. That's his basic stuff.
Yeah. And then we have the limited time AC swap shop, which is basically caused the market to go crazy.
Yeah, it's caused a massive increase in AC shop prices.
Yep. So we have a bunch of items that you can get from here. Each of them costs AC items. Most of the ad things can cost around 40 AC items in order to be able to purchase them.
Yeah, specifically the ad S6R, 7R, and 8R.
Yep, I got myself a Skydance.
I also got a Skydance because I found the cheapest options available, and that was still nearly 26 million Meseta.
Yep, and as you know, I just purchased a whole bunch of costumes with Star Gems on them, so I'm finally getting some worth out of my investment here.
Yep.
You can also get some augments here, the sentences, as well as getting on the different souls for Aether, Omega, and Reverie. Or rather, Reverie Catalyst. Let's see. With S1R, Crippling Erode when hitting has a chance to inflict Gelin 25% of the time, so you can combine that with Phrase Decay if you're not a class that uses the Hunter Warcry.
But yeah, the biggest one to get from this is the S8R Skydance support. Especially if, like, there's a lot of classes that are always in the air almost all the time.
Yep, so it just gives you a constant shifter without having to have like a Sigma wired lance on you.
Like for Bouncer, that is massive because Bouncer already has a thing where you want to stay in the air as much as possible. And that just makes it even better.
Yep.
So you don't have to do the shift and D-band activation using jet boots.
Yeah, and then some of these other ones are not necessarily as worth it. Like the Precision Will 2, I mean, you can already get that off the market.
Yeah.
Will of the Dying, there are other... Say again?
There are a lot of these that are just okay. It's those top 3, especially Skydance, that are the most important ones to get. And those are the most expensive to get, too.
Yep. Although, the Strike Flow Adept could be nice if you're having trouble reaching 100% crit.
Yeah, that is true.
You also got some other additional items in here. Augmentation aid plus 45%. Enhancement cap plus 1. That would be recommended if you can afford it, because we're going to need it for the cross weapons. You got the custom type 1 and custom type 2. Merit value plus 70, demerit value minus 70. Ultimate boosters, which now that there are other ways to obtain that, you really don't need that.
Yeah.
Lambda grinders, don't get that. Weapon transmutation Ox Pass, unless you really need it. Augment transfer passes.
Even with the weapon transfer augments, you can get those other ways.
Yeah, exactly. And then Triboost, EXP earn plus 100%, don't get that. The one that you might still want to consider, though, are the Divide Medals times 60. That gets you a pretty decent number of them.
Yeah, 60 to Divide Medals is nothing to scoff at.
Yep. But yeah, it's...
with the weapon transmutation Ox Pass, you can get those from, I believe, Mega Masquerade.
Yep, and even just leveling up different classes will get you them.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not worth that at all.
Right.
And with the Lambda grinders, that's laughable.
Yeah. All right, we do have the episode 6 deluxe pack available now.
We actually got a deluxe pack. That's interesting.
Yep. So for $44.99, go ahead.
Yeah, with the deluxe packs, those are a thing in Japan. They had that for every episode, but it also came like it was a physical version of the game, just with not a disc or anything.
Right.
They did that for the Vita, if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. They did that for the Vita, the PC, and PS4. And I believe that, for episode 6, they just did that for PS4 and PC, since they were getting rid of Vita.
Yeah.
Rip Vita. You can no longer play this game on Vita. What a shame.
Yeah, but you were holding back the game.
Oh yeah, it was. It absolutely was.
Yeah, so no love lost here.
Nope.
Alright, so $44.99 US dollars. With that, you get 12 ARKS Badge Red. You get the PSO2 main theme version 7, which is a music disc that you can put into either the your room or into your Alliance room.
I believe that's the title theme, right?
I think so, yeah. You get the episode 6 package poster, which you can see here. There's also the 626 Etoile and Phantom emote. You get 30 days of material storage use broken into 2 15-day sets. Same for a premium set. You get 10 of the 1 million experience tickets.
So 10 million EXP.
Yep.
All right.
You get an EX Triboost plus 200%. You get an augment melee range technique and HP photon point /3. So not the grands, keep that in mind. You get the color change pass and the salon free pass. And then those... Say again?
That's a very kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kind of is even when you add in what you get from the ARKS Badge Reds, which lets you purchase some different types of outfits here.
You got the Zelda, the Zelda stuff, and Shaker. Okay.
Yeah.
And also for the Verona set for Cass, and the Furta set for female Cass.
Yep. Yeah, I think if they maybe threw in the Grands augments instead, I think that might have been enough to push it over the edge for me.
Yeah. It's just not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's I mean, unless you're really hurting for star gems, then it might make sense for the material storage usage, but beyond that, it doesn't pay.
Yeah, and it's only 30-day material storage as well,
Yeah.
which is only 320 star gems.
Yep. Moving on from that, we do have several campaigns going on right now. So we have a login campaign every day between the 20th and February 3rd. You get yourself a Magatsu, you get a Tokyo bonus key gold and a Tri-Boost plus 150%. And at 3 days logged in, you get yourself a Tokyo bonus key rainbow. And then we have a... Say it?
That's all I'll say. The rainbow is really great.
Yep. There's also a zero Meseta cost enhancement campaign going on, so item enhancement, affix augments, transfer S-grade augments, switch weapon potentials, and compressed suites cost 0 Meseta right now. And then there's also an enhancement boost going on, enhancement aid, augmentation aid, both of those 10% enhancement experience plus 15%, and great enhancement aid plus 25%.
And with the zero Meseta cost enhancement thing, there's another campaign going on that gets you units through Space Gatsu. You get those units, and with the zero cost, you can easily get them to plus 10 at pretty much nothing.
Yep. We'll get to that campaign in just a moment here. Back on the 20th, as long as you had a character created prior to the start of maintenance, you got yourself a Where the Chocolate Went trigger. There's also a 15-star weapon exchange materials check campaign. So between the 20th and the 16th of February, if you clear any of the recommended quests and get their gift 5 times, then you get yourself a free Trailblazer Saber Intention. You get a free Rivelate Gunblade and a free Atlas Owls X 15-star Gunblade. And you get yourself enough materials to convert one of them into whatever weapon type you need it to be.
Yep, and I just recently did that before we started the show. I got the Rivelade transferred over to being a sword, and I got the Trailblazer to being a Talus.
Yep, and you moved that lifesteal over to that Rivelate, didn't you?
Yeah, on the Atlas it has lifesteal, so I moved that over.
Yeah, that is a real nice bonus to come with this set here.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a 13-star units Yes Please campaign. So, completing Death Destroyer of Worlds 3 times gives you an Arms Rivelate 1. Completing it 6 times gives you a Rivelate Mass 13-star unit. And completing it 9 times gives you a Rivelate Full 13-star unit. So, yeah, complete Magatsu 9 times, you get yourself a full set of some of the most powerful units you can get in the game currently.
Yep. And with some really good augments on it as well.
And keep in mind, it's not just only the augments that are on there. You get these units, it's going to be those augments plus an additional built-in 75 attack for each of those units. So a total of 225 just built in the unit before you even consider any augments.
It's pretty damn good.
Yep. Those are going to carry you to the end of the game.
No joke.
Or at least until the end of the story.
Yeah, they are. That massive boost of attack is what makes getting these units well worth it.
Yep. And they come with decent augments on them, although ultimately you'll want to update those to something a little bit better. And right now is the time to do it.
Yep.
There's also a boosted quest campaign going on right now for Death... let's see. So, for that, if you complete Death Destroyer of Worlds, or the Trigger version, let's see here. Actually, this is a little confusing here. Let's see.
So by complete, so you complete Death Destroyer of Worlds, and then the boost and then the things that get boosted is the Barren Blossom, Corruptor of All, and Butcher of Light, and the Ship Infiltration, Large Enemy Battleship. And after the 3rd of February, then the Malevolent Void will be boosted.
Yes, okay, and that's probably going to be the ultra hard persona then, releasing at that point. Which means
Malevolent Void triggers. I believe you can get those with Rising Weapon badges. Let me check here.
I believe so. And then what that means, if the 3rd is when they're releasing Persona Ultra Hard, then the 17th or the 3rd of, or the 17th of March, or 17th of February or 3rd of March, is when they're releasing the final boss. Unless they're releasing it on the 3rd as well, but that seems a little pushy.
Yeah, that would be a bit too soon, especially with Ultra Hard Persona.
Yep. And the boost that's applied, you can earn up to an extra 200% experience and 200% rare drop rate. And then there's also a separate campaign going on for completing those quests as well. For 3 completions, you also get the Victor Era, Gunblade Camo, as well as a 1 million experience ticket. For completing it 6 times, you get the Globen Era, as well as a Tri-Boost plus 150%. And completing it 9 times gets you a Superbia Era, Weapon Camo, as well as the Diamond Dust accessory.
Ooh.
And the fact that we're getting these right now tells me Luster is not that far away.
Nope. Yeah, all those Gunblade weapon camos. That's for Luster.
Yep. Which has me wondering when that's actually going to be coming out at this point here now.
Probably pretty soon.
It could be the 3rd.
It could be. Especially, or actually no. It's probably going to be the 16th.
That's true. Yeah, it could be the 16th.
This campaign goes until the 16th. Yeah, it's probably going to be the 16th they'll release Luster.
I guess we'll see soon enough here.
Yep. And we got a welcome back campaign for people who haven't played the game since the beginning of maintenance on December 23rd. If they log back in now, they'll get a lot of stuff here. Wow. 5 half-scape dolls, 5 casino passes, 5 Tri-Boost 100s, 5 RDRs 250s, 3 Salon passes, 40 SG, and a Tokyo bonus key gold and Magatsu bonus key gold.
Yep.
Good way to boost yourself back up if you haven't been on in a while.
Yep. Speaking of that Magatsu bonus key gold, there was somebody that was talking in my Discord that they ran into like some sort of bug that for some reason the AIS pads never appeared for them.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know how that could have happened, but that's a pretty major bug. And I haven't gotten one of those gold keys in a while, so I can't check it out for myself.
Yet to even get one of those gold keys.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just a weird bug, hopefully, and not something that's like missing from the quest.
Yeah.
And of course, a couple of days ago, we did have the Premium User Appreciation Day. So you got yourself a bunch of Star Gems, the Tokyo bonus key gold, and boosts to your fun experience earned, login stamp, rare item drop rate, and gathering fever occurrence rate. Now, something that we will note is that coming up on the 2nd of February is when you're going to be getting the next PSO2 day. What we do not have confirmation on yet or not, if this is going to happen or not, is Super PSO2 Day, which is something that happens every February 2nd in Japan.
Also, that is not showing up on here, by the way. I didn't see Rook's message here.
It showed up for a moment, actually.
Okay, I guess I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, Rook's never got the bug, so yeah, I guess that's a rarity then.
Yeah, it's just a weird bug then.
Yeah.
But yeah, on Super PSO2 Day, basically everything gets boosted by 2. So you would get yourself 88 Star Gems, 200% experience earned, and things like that. So that really becomes the day when you want to use all your boosters and get all your other classes leveled up at that point then.
Yep, because that's a 2-2-2-1.
Yep.
That doesn't work. We need 2-2-2-2.
It kind of happened last year, but it's... Yeah, it's... It'll be interesting to see if they do that here over on the global version or not. But it's... Yeah. It's coming. We just don't know if it's going to be the regular or the Super PSO2 Day. Hopefully with Super PSO2 Day, they're also going to introduce the PSO2 Donut as well.
That'd be
That's
nice.
something that... Say again?
That'd be nice.
Yep. That gives you yet even another booster to work with there. Alright, so that takes care of Global. That took us for quite a while here. Let's now move on to what we learned yesterday during the most recent PSO2 Station Plus, which, first off, you got a code here to enter into the chat that'll give you the PSO2 20th Anniversary logo, the Evo device Moralian P for your mag, the Bitten Macaron set accessory, as well as a bonus key Tokyo Rainbow. You have until the 3rd to get that in and pick it up from the Visiphone. And here they're actually talking about Super PSO2 Day here, actually coming up on February 2nd. So, double earned fun, double earned experience, double earned Meseta, bonus quest experience earned plus 200%, login stamp plus 200% rare drop rate boost, gathering fever occurrence rate plus 200%, 88 star gems, bonus key Tokyo Rainbow times 2, 10 million experience tickets, or 10 of the 1 millions.
Yeah. 10 1 million EXP tickets and 2 special ability transfer passes.
Yep. And then come mid-February, we've got the PSO 20th Anniversary XL Present, which has special ability transfer pass, boost items, and more when you log on. You also got a login campaign. Receive Ragdoll memories for each day you log in. You get... Yep.
That's pretty good. Can we have that on Global as well?
Maybe. We'll see. You can also get a PSO 20th Anniversary mat when you log in for 10 days. So, to me, that sounds like they might be giving out 14 Ragdoll memories in total. There's a character contest, exquisite decorative skill, accessory coordination, and the cutting edge of space sci-fi battleware coordination. And there's a screenshot contest themed Phantasy Star series. Those who submit will be randomly drawn to win Star Gems.
Ooh.
Then we get
We
into...
have that on Global.
Wait.
The graphics update's mid-February.
Yep.
Ooh.
So not New Genesis, just the graphics update. So, new character creation features. You can put Dooman horns and Newman ears on your characters. Some hairstyles will be remade to support new specs. So, yep. So now we can just say that Ash is a Dooman here, basically. Or,
Yep.
I guess, a Dooman-Newman cross.
That's interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, they're getting rid of the races now, which is very interesting that they're doing that. Like,
Yep,
locking you in a specific race after you made it. Which means all the race-specific stats, which is very minimal, to be honest. Yeah, they're all going to be gone then. Huh.
Yep. But it opens so much potential for Sega to actually get really creative with their character creative. Like, for instance, I've always wanted to, go further than just a costume. I've always wanted to see Sega get really creative and actually give us, like, a lizard-like species to play as.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yep.
Or
I mean,
bring back Beast.
Bring back Beast, yeah, you can do that. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen a lizard-like race playable in the series also. Think back to the Dazorians back in the classic Algol series. Those are basically green lizard people. So, It'd be nice to finally see that that type of race make a return to the series. With the graphics update, there's also going to be new hairstyles and accessories that support the new spec. There's going to be an AC Scratch Oracle Renewed collection, and so this is what I was talking about earlier, that they're basically going to be doing an AC Scratch for the new costumes, which are basically rehashes of the old costumes. They just support finger movement.
Yay! Also, a chinchilla. What's a chinchilla?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look.
Brooks,
here.
you want to explain that there?
A chinchilla. Oh, it looks like a mouse thing.
A mouse, like a rat or something?
Yeah, it looks like a mouse type thing.
Huh. But yeah,
they're native in South America. It looks like.
Huh. Yeah,
They
I was thinking that.
They look cute, so I'll give it that. Here, I'll send you a picture.
Yeah,
of one.
I found it. I found it. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there are other games out there that have had races like that. I think if anything, that might have been a race in EverQuest or something like that.
Oh, really?
Maybe. It's
Yeah,
been a while since.
I've never played EverQuest, but I have played the game, like some of the games that's been inspired by it, like Final Fantasy 11. Yeah, if you don't know about that with Final Fantasy 11, it was heavily inspired by EverQuest and Ultima Online.
Yep. Same for World of Warcraft as well.
Yep. But then WoW made the when it came to WoW, that spawned a whole bunch of other clones from it.
Yep.
And honestly, none of the WoW clones are that great compared to the EverQuest clones.
Yep. I wonder how many people are going to try to say that PSO2 New Genesis is a Terra clone.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah. Let's see. Outfits remade for this will have an N before their name, and N versions of the default outfits are available in this scratch here, so that'll be coming up. Also for the PSO2 graphic update, for new accessories, you can choose which color they should sync with from the colors your character is using or wearing. Various character creation stuff will also be available in response to the new specs.
But yeah, I believe since they're going to be updating JP with this as well, since we're pretty much using the same exact launcher, I believe they're also going to update Global with all this graphics update as well.
More than likely, it would just be to prepare for New Genesis, essentially.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know if it's like this isn't completely confirmed that it will be happening in Global as well, but just expect it mid-February if it does.
It might be a little bit later than that. It might be March for Global, potentially. It depends upon when we're actually fully caught up to the Japanese side of things. But they did say they did want to bring us up to parity and keep us at the same timing, I think, early on.
Yep. So when New Genesis comes out, it'll be out everywhere.
That's the hope.
Yep. Man, can you like it's almost been a year since Global came out, and we started from just episode 1, 2, and 3, and now we're almost at parity.
Yeah.
Man, the speed that everything's been going at.
Yeah, it's like you really only need to get like 4 or 5 weapon series to really hold yourself through the game, essentially.
Mm-hmm. It's just been like content, and now we're finally that crank is finally starting to slow down, and because it needs that extra grease. But because they've just been cranking it so hard for the past year.
Yeah, but they had to do it. It was the only way they were going to make it in time for having Global at parity.
True.
And as we know now, they're kicking themselves over what happened, that they never brought it to the West earlier.
Yeah, because this makes a lot of money.
Yep. Let's see here. So regarding scratch items released under PSO2 New Genesis specs, these will only be sold under AC Scratch. Due to this, AC Scratch Gold will not be available, and this is something specific to the Japanese side. For the Japanese side, you could pay 500 AC for a single scratch ticket instead at the gold tier, and that would get you guaranteed costumes and remove all the items from the scratch.
But yeah, that is just the thing in JP.
Yep. You will not be able to use the AC Scratch ticket nor the AC Scratch Gold ticket. You can continue using AC Scratch and AC Scratch Gold for PSO2 spec items. And then regarding items with PSO2 NGS specs, characters who wear PSO2 NGS spec costumes, cast parts, and other outfits in PSO2 story event scenes or PSO2S will appear wearing the default costumes and parts.
That's interesting.
So that means the older costumes still have value for people that want to see them in the story cutscenes. And then PSO2 20th Anniversary event, mid-February. Rico, Ash, and Kirik will appear in the lobby. You can obtain their partner cards from the client orders. And client order rewards include a Double Saber Legacy and a Soul Banish camo. So that'll be nice to have. That Soul Banish is probably going to be for Partisan weapon. And this also kind of somewhat confirms my theory of the timeline as well, given that Rico's actually going to be showing up in the lobby now and giving out client orders. We don't know if they're going to be special cutscenes, though.
Oh boy, Red Ring Rico.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to get into like the whole spoilers with PSO with Red Ring Rico, even though it's been 20 years since it came out. But man, the backstory with Rico is pretty sad.
Yeah, that it is. Let's see, mid-February update.
Good goddamn Red Ring! I want that ring so badly. No matter how many times I run TTF, I still don't have it.
It is a very low drop, that's for certain. But it also requires what, like level 181 to equip it, I think.
180. It is best in slot shield for every single class, but yeah, you need to be 180 in order to equip it.
Yeah.
So I have the best in slot shield for Hunter right now on Iphinia, which is the Kisame Bracer, until the Red Ring, obviously. But I remember, if I remember reading correctly, Ranger can get their best in slot shield until Red Ring pretty early on, which is the Ranger Wall.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
Yeah, you get that from a shop, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And it's like a level 40 shield.
Yeah, it's a powerful one. That's for certain. Here's just a closer look at the screenshot here.
Oh, hey, I know about that cast. One of the beginning missions you can do in PSO has that cast that follows you around and tells you like the beginner information, and he has that scythe weapon.
Yep, battle training.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yep. We've also got a new mission pass here, Season 5 for the Japanese side. You can get the sweet...
We're on Season 12 with our mission pass.
Yep.
I sweet funny, something that got introduced in... Kirik, that's it. But yeah, something that got introduced in Global was something they added into JP.
Yep.
And they did that a few times with Global stuff being added in JP later.
Yep, like the Uncle Sam outfit.
Yep, the Uncle Sam outfit, the Thanksgiving lobby, the Sonic costumes, the mission pass here.
I can't remember if they've gotten Tails yet or not, though.
I don't think so.
But yeah, with the new season pass for them, they get the Sweet Jewel, the Vulcan Farva, the Reed Butterfly, and the Evil Device for Dark Empa, and the Elif Rappy will appear, which is kind of a surprise. Was not expecting an Elephant Rappy.
They're in cute elephant outfits.
Yep.
I like it.
And then also mid-February, there's a limited quest coming out called Like a Fantasy for 12 players. Randomly traverse through areas such as the forest and volcanic caverns in the first half, and subtunnels and ruins in the second half. After finishing the first half, you can fight Balrotus with 12 players.
Ooh.
So that's going to be interesting. In the final area, you'll fight a Dark Falls, and the trigger version is for 4 players and has all 6 areas.
So, like a fantasy is basically just you go through the Final Fantasy area, like the not Final Fantasy, the Phantasy Star areas. So you start with the forest, then go into the caves, then go into the ruins, and then you go to the falls.
Yep.
Or the mines. So yeah, that I like that.
Well, mines and then ruins, but yeah, it's basically it's a shame because this was their opportunity to upgrade the PSO areas to create a new quest, but I guess they're gonna not do that with this one and instead just take the areas that currently exist.
Yeah, but it's still a homage to the beginning 4 area, the original 4 areas in PSO.
Yep. And then mid-February update, we also have Trade-in Weapon Badge 2021 for various items. You'll get yourself a bunch of camos here, the Nova Stream, the Lind Exceed, the Solite Wayan, and the Sound of Rock. You can also get some Ragol Memories, Liberate Unlocker, Divine Eye Stone Grieve, the Lumimec Granis Crystal, and more. There's the Enmoto Momoi Shitaro lobby actions, a variety of parfaits, a variety of S ability capsules, Rising Pursuit, Pursuing Radiance, Antithesis Cultivation, Calming Expanse, and others, and the 15-star Rinza series. And then I remember hearing, or maybe it was somebody that was saying in chat when I was watching this, that apparently there's going to be a way for you to trade in badges for old type weapons as well.
Oh. Why? Old type weapons are pretty useless in JP.
Except for titles.
That is true, but most of it has been pretty like besides title, it's been useless since like how many years ago now?
New type came out with episode 4, so yeah, it's been a while. So
yeah.
I don't know why necessarily why they're doing it except for title purposes. For February 24th, there's going to be a Grawl Memory Collection Revival Scratch and a Nova Memorial Collection Revival Scratch, so you'll be able to get costumes from Phantasy Star Universe as well as Phantasy Star Nova.
Ooh. And also portable, it looks like. Specifically portable 2 with the Emily and what was her name? Florette?
Vivian?
Or also Vivian. Yeah, Vivian's from Portable 1. But I'm talking about with Portable 2, I'm seeing Emily and Florette. I think that's her name. And also Maya.
You mean Emilia?
Amelia, yeah, Amelia, that's it. Oh, you can get her pose! You get her pose! Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. And then March 3rd, there's going to be a Shining Collection Revival Scratch here. So you'll be able to get some of those costumes once again. And then late February, introducing the Screenshot Studio. Here you can take screenshots from a variety of areas within the game, including lobbies and areas only shown in cutscenes.
That's going to be really nice.
Yep. So here's the pods from back at the start of episode 4. And then this area here is, in the lower left corner, is Ludmilla's area.
And we're going to be getting that in Global as well, right?
That's the hope.
Mm-hmm.
Inside each area is a studio terminal, which can change certain aspects of the area, if applicable. For example, if you're in a lobby, you can make it show the red emergency quest banner.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And take a look at this. We have the Alpha lobbies back.
Yeah, the Alpha lobby. You could go into the Alpha lobby to take a screenshot. That's cool.
Yeah, that's for certain. And then this is probably going to be banned on the global side if we get this feature. The bath scene.
Oh, the bath scene. Because that got removed for some reason in Global, even though it's been fully voiced.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
Yeah. And then here's one for, looks like a Chinese New Year here. And the funny thing about this is, in these special lobbies now, you can jump behind the item counters, so you can play the role of doo-doo if you want to.
Oh, perfect. I get to screw everyone out of their augments.
Yep. I don't think you could go down to the gate area, though. Let's see. Late February, there's also going to be an emergency quest, Ark Ship Fire Swirl Renewal. So that adds in the ultra-hard difficulty. You need to extinguish fires and rescue the people around the city. The background music will randomly use one of the 3 versions of Burning Hearts. So I gotta say, the one that was playing during the video, I was not a fan of the singer. I think I'd rather have the one that we normally know from the Japanese and the English versions of that.
Yeah, I would like to hear the English version of Angels with Burning Hearts again.
Yep. The other thing that seemed interesting is it seemed like you could attack the fires with whatever weapon you were using. So I saw like somebody that was a hunter hit the fire with their sword, and it seemed to take damage. So I don't know if that means we're not going to need the rescue guns this time.
I just like that Sega is acknowledging Burning Rangers again. Can we please get a modern release of that game?
Maybe. We'll have to see. Late in February, there's also going to be the White Day lobby, as well as the Lovey Rappy showing up. And
that's another thing where I don't know if we're going to get the White Day lobby, because we don't have White Day here in the US. It's a purely Asian thing.
Yep. We'll have to see.
You want to try that game? Yes, I know, Rooks. It is my favorite Saturn game, and just trying to find a legitimate copy of it is so damn expensive.
That is the truth, yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing with Burning Rangers is basically you're a futuristic firefighter.
Yep.
That's the concept, and it's so much fun. It's a short game, but it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
You could try it on a Saturn emulator, but Saturn emulators are notorious for being bad. It was the Saturn hardware that was the major problem when it came to proper emulation of it.
Yeah, although they've made improvements on that in the recent years, thanks to all the work that's been done. When I used one that was built into, what was it called? It's slipping my mind right now. When I
know Gacha was the biggest one to use.
Say again, sorry?
I believe it was called Yabuse.
Yabuse, and then the one I used was BizHawk, actually.
Okay.
BizHawk is made more for TASes, but just because it's sort of an all-in-one emulator is kind of why I generally use that one. But yeah, I never really ran into any problems when I was doing some Saturn stuff on there.
It's been a while since I've tried the Saturn emulation. I just remember back when I was in my big emulation phase that Saturn emulation just did not work that well, which is a shame because I remember playing Burning Rangers years ago. A friend of mine actually had a Saturn and had Burning Rangers, and it was so much fun. So I tried playing it on an emulator, and when the emulations for Saturn was not really that good, and it ran horribly. There was just constant stuttering.
Well, you also do kind of need a powerful CPU to be able to play those in the first place, especially because these systems were sort of single core processors back in the day. Yeah.
And probably the main problem was I didn't have a really good computer when I tried that emulator. Nowadays I do, but back then I definitely did not.
Let's see here. So, continuing on, we do have another AC Scratch coming, Oracle Renewed Collection 2, which will give you more end versions of previous outfits. So it looks like this is going to give you costumes like Sarah's outfit. This is some thrusters for Cass, it looks like, over. Second from the top and second to the right.
Oh yeah, I see that. Interesting.
And then...
I like the little heart thing on the back though. On the bottom right there.
Let's see. Yeah, that one looks kind of nice. And then as part of this, there's also going to be more lobby actions, some of which are going to have finger movements.
Woo! The fingers can move!
Yep. And then mid-March, there's going to be a revival Hyperdimension game.
Oh, Neptunia!
Yep.
Yay! The cult of Nep shall live on!
Starting March 1st. Go ahead.
Since I played the Neptunia games, and if I remember correctly with those games, the original are not worth playing at all. Like the original ones on PS3, do not play them. But the series overall, except for like one game, honestly, is fairly mediocre. It's because of the characters that a lot of people really like the Neptunia games. And yeah, the characters are the main reason to play Neptunia.
I've never played the series, so I really can't comment on it.
It's a fairly basic RPG series, and yeah, the big thing is that all the cutscenes are done in like a visual novel style. And it's
Gotcha.
The characters, again, that are the main reason that people really like the Neptunia games. The writing is pretty good.
Let's see here. So, starting March 1st until March 31st, there is going to be a snow thawing Star Gem support item selection. That's going to give you a variety of special ability items, including Exceed Receptors, Mark Receptors, Divine Receptors, the M Joyo, or Mark Joyo, the Mark Kurunga, and the Mark Angar. And then, coming soon, there's also going to be the graphics update. So,
Yep.
graphics options can now be changed in-game. You can
Hmm.
choose among the 6 tiers of graphic quality options.
Good. It's no longer through the launcher. That was so dumb.
Yeah, but you still have to reboot the game in certain points to activate these.
Okay. Oh, and we can we can uncap the frame rate. Yes.
Yep. So, graphics options update. You get the effect distortion expression. Not sure what that one does. There is the fur expression. Improves the quality of fur on some characters. We have proper anti-aliasing, finally. FXAA and TAA plus FXAA. There is...
How long has it been since... It's been 8 years now that this game's been out, and they now are finally adding in proper anti-aliasing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it took so long.
Gee.
There's specular anti-aliasing as well. You can cap your maximum frame rate to 30, 60, 90, 120, 144, and 165, or just go unlimited.
Great. I'm looking to upgrade my monitors eventually to 144 hertz monitors. So having that extra frame rate, that's gonna just look so good.
Oh yeah, it's like night and day compared to 60.
Mm-hmm.
There's also going to be anisotropic filtering and VSync.
Wait, there hasn't been VSync at all? What?
Apparently not.
How has this game been this popular now for 8 years?
I don't know. Bumped also has a thing here that lets you see the difference between New Genesis and PSO2 versions. But since I'm on a web browser here, that's not functioning correctly for me. And accessory slots will use the cost-based system, so you can put up to 18 points of accessories in there as well.
I'm excited. So we're getting all this stuff now instead of when New Genesis is out. So we're going to see some very interesting things come out of that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of stuff, that's for certain. Alright, moving on to Idola. And let me zoom that in a little bit here. Last week they introduced a new character called Knut. And Astrea X came back. There was another red envelope money gacha going on, as well as another New Year selection gacha. And then for this week, you have the new character Clemens, as well as the New Year gacha and the new collection event, White vs. Black, the Lucky Money Contest. And just taking a look at some of the characters here. Here we have Knut. And then here we have the Clemens Step Up Star Festival. So once you get to certain steps on this, you automatically get the character. For the New Year Step Up, you can select one of the 5-star characters after Step 3. And then there is the New Year's Gift Gacha. With this, you have a 5-star festival character and get an extra bonus of Platinum Doll times 10. All 5-star festival characters drop rate is up to 500%.
And remember, rate up is a lie.
Yep.
Always remember that when it comes to any type of gacha. Rate up is a lie.
Yep. And on the Japanese side of things, you have a Step Up Star Festival Mirabelle gacha. So that gives you the Mirabelle character here. You get yourself a bunch of Universal Fragment bards from running this gacha. There is also a character achievement symbol. Increase elemental value gained from normal attacks by 100%. Potential ability reduce the elemental value required for skills by 1. And there's also a Brigade Battle Coin boost period until February 2nd. There is a limited breakthrough quest. Take part in the forbidden area of the Deadfall Tomb Wind. Only wind characters can challenge this quest, and you get no continues. Your powers are limited, and your party must be above a certain power level. Fight through 10 difficult stages where you have no continues, the enemies have symbols, use reverse rush, and more. When you complete stage 5, you receive the Idol Bunny.
So basically, kind of similar to the arena.
Yep, and I think this was just copy-pasted here. This timing doesn't seem right. So yeah, it's for the first 4 stages, you get a 5-star character gacha 10% ticket, Wind. At stage 9, you get 1,000 star diamonds, and at the final stage, extra ability kit, starting Wind Elemental value 1. Let's see, there's also the Forbidden Area Assistance Star Festival. The Star Festival is here to assist with the Breakthrough Quest. Only Wind Element characters can be pulled here, and Io, Papona, and Totonoto EX are the pickup characters for this gacha. And then there is the 2021 New Year's gift. Idola, let's see, after January 19th, after the maintenance, you can receive 1,000 star gems. And every day after the 20th until the 6th, you get 500 star diamonds. And then there's also a 2021 New Year's Star Diamond refund campaign, whereby the more players that pay into it, the more rewards everybody gets. So at 50 million star diamonds spent, you get 300 star diamonds. At 100 million, you get a limited doll. At 150 million, you get 500 star diamonds. 200 million, you get a platinum doll. 250 million, you get 500 star diamonds. And at the last tier of 400 million, you get 3 platinum dolls and 1,000 star diamonds.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's so much.
Yeah.
No, I know there are some people who wail on gachas. I'm never going to be one of those, to be bluntly honest.
Same here. Same here for certain.
Yeah, because honestly, like, I will spend some money on PSO2 because I really like this game. But on other gachas like that, where the gameplay is extremely simplistic and you pretty much need those top characters if you want to stay competitive, no thanks.
Yep.
I just find it's not worth it.
Yep. And even with the sales that they have here, you've got one for 4,280 yen. That gets you 3,600 paid star diamonds, a platinum doll, 100 rainbow plus 3s, and a million Meseta.
Which, by the way, that 3,600 paid star gems, that gives you 110 pull.
Yeah, pretty much.
You see how I just never get into these gachas. So
Exactly.
I bring that up every time we cover Idola, because it is a major reason why I never get into gachas.
Yep.
I do play Final Fantasy Dissidia Operamia. So I do admit I do play a gacha, but I don't pay any money in it because I just never feel like it's worth it.
Yep, same here. And they've got a second one here of 11,500 yen. That gives you 9,600 paid star diamonds, 3 platinum dolls, 150 of the Rainbow Experience Book plus 3, and then 2 million Meseta. But yeah, the value is just not there unless you're actually trying to wail on it.
Which, yeah, they're just aiming for whales. That's the whole thing with these gachas.
Yep. Yep, so that's the information we got out of the PSO2 Station Live Plus. And we also have a word of when the last of those is going to be happening here. The last PSO2 Station Plus is going to be on March 26th.
The last one?
Yep. So we're probably going to get like a new Genesis station after that. But in terms of, I guess, PSO2 going into maintenance mode, that's going to be the last one.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yep.
It feels weird to go focus purely on New Genesis soon here. But yeah, we're going to have to.
Yep. I mean, they might release other content for PSO2, but I would expect it to be far and few between.
Yeah. It's just going to be like small stuff. to keep people playing the original PSO2, but the primary focus is going to be on New Genesis.
That's for certain.
Which for me, it will probably be the primary emphasis that I focus on as well. I'll want to get like almost like, I guess like if I'm caught up on stuff in New Genesis, I'll go back into original PSO2 just to finish up stuff that I haven't yet. Like I still need to do more story stuff. But besides that, yeah, I'm primarily just going to focus on New Genesis.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the same for me as well. Especially if there's just like no new content being released for PSO2.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do have one other set of updates here, and that is for Clementine.
We got 2 big updates when it comes to Clementine here.
Yep, why don't you go ahead and take this?
So we got the cake shop. Yay! The Nara sisters are visiting Param and have set up their shop at Foreign Waterfall. And you can get some unique items from them, which are the sweet chair, sweet table, berry pie, Ethan, Lumia, Mirai, and Laya Dalgun portraits.
Mirai, actually.
What was that?
Mirai is how it's pronounced.
Cream House, Chocolate House, and the gourmet cake. Obviously, because you need to get cake from a cake shop. We also got more missions that have S-rank difficulties. Fight for Food, AMF HQ Recovery, Seed Awakened, Plains Overlord, Demons Above, Moonlight Beast, Rainbow Beast, Groove of Fanatics, Sacred Stream... Grove of Fanatics, Sacred Stream, Valley of Carnage, Desert Terror, Sleeping Warriors, Phantom Ruins, Illusionary Shaft, Phantom Fisher, and Forest of Illusions. It's a lot more items. Most of the above missions have a boss, so you do get an extra PA fragment for playing.
Yep.
So we got item fixes as well. I don't know how to pronounce this. Kohakan... No, I don't know. The 3 guns here, they had their firing effect corrected.
Yeah, they're from the Yome shop.
Yeah. The Agteride, Death Parade, Reterade, Zodaride, and Megastride can now be synthesized. What are those? Can you click on those to show?
Those are the buffs that you can use if you're not like a force or a protector.
Yeah, those consumable items that you could just buy from the shop. Okay, I don't know why you sent those, but alright. The Hegel Burst has been added to the GRM shop. Cat Quain's suit, male and female, have been added to the New Day's clothing shop. Nice. Sabers, daggers, and whips have all received an increase in base attack range. Good! That just makes AT even better, because AT uses sabers, daggers, and whips. So by buffing those, that's pretty much just saying, oh yeah, we buffed AT.
Yep, we're Acro Checker. Or Acro Fighter, I guess. Actually, no, Slicers would be Acro Fighter. Acro Techer would be,
Yeah. Acro Techer is the big one with the sabers, daggers, and whips. Also, various weapons that currently exist or will be released with this update have special additional increases to attack ranges. All of these different weapons. Looks like some claws, swords, axe. Oh, hey, the Vivian's also part of it. So yeah, that is the Togahazashi, Booma Claw, Twin Booma Claw, Gudahan, Dragon Slayer, Elysians, Korea Doubles, Vivian, the Zanshu Misaki, Avenlote, Morganlote, Blackheart, Ankh Zagza, Nyobo, Zantetsu, Sang, Lumiere, Agido, Repka, Crimson, Fuka Misaki, Deva Zashi, Gizaha Zashi, Yaga Misaki, these Japanese names. the Build Axe, Lavis Cannon replica, Twin Cannon replica, Lavis Blades replica, and the Double Cannon replica.
Yep, so a lot of new stuff with that patch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get back on the Clementine because I still am not level 75 yet. Still need to get up to that.
Yep, rounding off that patch was Bomba Duranga having its target count corrected to be at 5 at level 31, and the level cap increasing to 75.
Yep. And we got another update, which happened 2 days ago. So, the Ulka in Special Ops Phobos no longer reduce range damage when applied with a shield buff. With missions, rare mission normal boxes have been fixed so that nanophotons now properly drop on S ranks. Yeah, they weren't dropping on S rank missions. And nanophotons are supposed to pretty much be like only drop in rare missions, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure on that one.
Drop rates for multiple S rank mission clear boxes have been improved significantly, and following items have been added as new clear box items to all missions separated by difficulty. The Howrod, Giza, Misaki, Guda Gant, the Rio Kresaba plus Rio Krezabshi plus the Gatranata, Shiga Binds, Mizuraki Hawk, and Maga Guin have been added to S rank global clear drops. So it's just any S rank missions can now possibly drop that stuff.
Yep.
The A rank have added Peggy, Hanma Terry, Yakdike. Reading all these names.
You know what, why don't we just say that there's a bunch of drops for that have been added for A rank, B rank, and C rank as well here.
Yeah, I'm not going to name off all of these. It's just a bunch of different... more weapons have been added, so you have a higher chance of getting more weapons. Which is always good, because like if you're going for a certain weapon, and you now... if you're going for a certain weapon and it fails the grind, well, now you have a way of getting more of those weapons.
Yep.
For items, the Drago Puppet has its sound effect corrected. Clem Needle should now have the correct visual effect. Fuka Misaki now only drops with Ice Element. 4 different weapons now have their correct firing sound. Twinkle Stars, Zanshu Misaki, and Storm should now have the correct visual effect. Mook Prompto rarity corrected from 15 to 11.
That would have been funny seeing that.
Yeah, just randomly a 15-star drops. I need to see on. I need to look on Clem here and see if anyone mentioned that, because that would be pretty funny. Let me just search. I'm gonna search to see if anyone mentioned that.
And while you're doing that, Relaxing Jago should now have the corrected name in-game. The Double Agito board max success chance has been increased from 85% to 92%. The Dindabo ATA requirement heavily reduced from 810 to 310. Ooh, that would have been trouble trying to equip that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Setsuko's Skillet set has had its sound effect corrected. The Puyo Pop Fever Gun is now an A rank. And the Catty Anti-Down should now properly resist all debuff techniques. And then for Photon Arts, the Hikai Shuhazan targets increased to 2 on the final combo. The Shunbu Shorenzan targets increased to 3, as well as power modifier and hitbox size increased on the final combo. Megid and Killer Shot level 3 special effect override is now 30%. Level 4 special effect override is now 40%. Miley Shot override is now the same as Elemental Bullets. Elemental Machine Gun Bullets have received a damage increase of 30% across the board, so that'll make machine guns more useful now. And the Miley Fury has received an increase of 50% damage across the board. And then as for types, the Forte Fighter now has access to level 30 bullets.
Woo! And I looked and I didn't see anyone mention about the 15-star weapon there.
Gotcha. You want to close out for system here?
Yes. System. Elemental items that drop from enemies or boxes now have a minimum percentage of 30%. Oh, that's nice. Chance to obtain a neutral element item has been halved, and neutral element striking weapons now deal an extra 30% damage against neutral enemies. DNR on boxes have been completely reworked. Instead of boarding the roll and giving Meseta, the box will now move down the previous tier of items and roll once more. Oh, that's nice. So,
Yep.
yeah, what that means is if you're playing on an S rank and roll DNR in a box, the box will then start the roll again, but with A rank loot. If you roll DNR in a box 2 times in a row, meaning you hit DNR once, reroll and hit DNR again, Meseta will be given instead. So it's less chance of getting Meseta from boxes and more chance of actually getting good items.
Yep.
Nice. Meseta payout from boxes have been rescaled based on mission rank. Status effects have had their proc chances rescaled based on information from the JP Wiki. Whenever a rare item drops in a missions, player will now receive a drop notification accompanied with a sound. Good! I much prefer that because that's a thing with PSO2. And I believe that wasn't, like, the rare drop sound effect thing wasn't a thing until PSO2. If I'm correct, right?
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't in PSO.
Actually, it was in Portable.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah, it was a thing they added in Portable. But it's a lot nicer because if you're rushing through missions and a rare item drops and you didn't realize it, well, you just missed your chance of getting a rare item.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whenever a rare item, yeah, I already talked about the items that trigger that are weapons, line shields, units, and boards above 7% or 7-star rarity, gemstones 10-star rarities and above, and biomaterials 7-star rarity and above. Any items that drop while on a map boundary will immediately disappear, but still be picked up by the notification. Any items that end up this way will not be reimbursed. Period. Oh,
So don't kill enemies next to a wall.
yeah, pretty much. When a player wins a rare mission, a sound cue will now play to that individual. That also nice. And the big one, Nanotransfer X can now be fed to your partner machine to increase its total storage capacity by 50 spaces each for a maximum of 500 total spaces. It's 250,000 Meseta. So it's a lot. And also, memory leak that was causing the service to crash has been resolved.
Yep, so another 200 slots that you can put onto your partner machine if you were running out of space there.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's pretty big to have those extra storage.
Yep. That is for certain.
Yeah, because when it comes to any MMO, obviously, storage is always going to be the biggest issue.
Agreed.
And I believe the Nanotransfer X was a GC item on JP. Am I correct on that?
I remember being able to pick it up on the Global, on the USC European version.
I don't know. Maybe I was reading that wrong then.
It's been a while. You might be right, but I just remember being able to pick it up from somewhere else before.
Okay. But yeah, that's all the updates we have, and we've been going on now for well over 2 hours with this because
yeah,
after waiting 2 weeks for something, we got a lot more information that we can talk about, which is nice.
Although the question is going to be, what are we going to be learning about this week? If there's going to be any kind of update from Global aside from maybe the AC updates, we're really going to have to see here.
Yeah.
We might have to see what we can come up with in the meantime as extra topics going forward here, or depending upon how things play out, we may go to a bi-weekly pattern. We'll have to see how it all plays out at this point.
Yep. But we'll figure it out.
Yep. Actually, no. What am I saying? Next week we're going to have information about New Genesis.
Oh yeah, that is true. Since the beta will be happening soon.
Yeah, we're probably going to be doing the show on Sunday, just so we have some more time to gather information about what's happening on the closed beta servers.
Mm-hmm. And we'll try to find someone who does have access to the closed beta, so that we can so that they can join us.
Yep.
But yeah, I believe that's all we have now.
Yep, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, it's been a long time coming for PSO2. We're finally starting to reach the end of it. Even beyond the story when that ended last year, now we're really starting to get the signs that things are going to be closing up shop there fairly soon here. Yeah. But we will have to see what kind of future PSO2 is going to have beyond once New Genesis launches. But yeah, so that brings us to the end of this episode. On behalf of Xance and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.
Johnny.